Hello there, the YouTube, my name is Rob and Merry Christmas. Now I put a video up yesterday, but I wanted to put a video up today as well for people that don't celebrate Christmas. Maybe they're alone at Christmas and a bit bored, or maybe you are just sick of looking at your family's faces and you want to look at mine instead. Now at Christmas time you often see lists of people's top favourite films or songs, things like that, so I thought why not just combine all of them together into one video. So this is Christmas Ranked. This is my favourite Christmas films, Christmas songs and ingredients for a Christmas dinner. Now of course this list is subjective, you're going to have different views to me, though if all of my top 5s are the same as your top 5s, let me know in the comments because we're clearly meant to be friends. Anyway, let's begin with my top 5 Christmas films. Number 5, Le Joyeux Noël. Now I'm sure I butchered that, it's a French film. The film is set during World War I and is about the famous Christmas truce when English soldiers and German soldiers came out of their trenches and just had a nice, friendly Christmas day without fighting. It's an amazing film, I really recommend you watch it. Number 4, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. This is a wonderfully silly, over-the-top film about the Griswold family just trying to have the perfect Christmas. Of course it ends up being ruined by all of the cliches and stereotypes that you know. It's about the cooking disasters and the drunk weird uncle who comes by. Just all the different things that can go wrong do go wrong. It's relatable, but it's so over the top and overblown, it's just hilarious. It's silly, dumb humour, but I really love it and I watch it every year. On that topic, number 3, Jingle All the Way. I know it's a silly, cliche, plot hole mess of a film and it's got Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to play the perfect American husband. Don't care, it's an amazing film, I watch it with my sister every year and we just take the piss out of it. It's the perfectly cliche Christmas film. Guilty pleasure maybe, but a pleasure nonetheless. Number 2, The Muppets Christmas Carol. This was a difficult choice, I really wanted to put this as my number 1. It's such a dedicated adaptation of the classic book, but it's got the Muppets in it. So it's got the Muppets humour, but also the serious story. And it has some amazing songs that don't detract from the seriousness of the film, but are still funny and catchy and amazing. I watch it all the time, I listen to the songs all through December. It's an amazing film. If you like the Muppets, if you like A Christmas Carol, watch this film. It's amazing. But it is not my number 1. My number 1 film is Planes, Trains and Automobiles. Alright, hear me out here. Technically this is a Thanksgiving film, but how many Thanksgiving films are there really? I mean, it's set in December, it's about a man trying to get home to his family. It's a Christmas film. It's got all the elements of a Christmas film there, and it's Steve Martin and John Candy being incredibly funny. It's a film about friendship and love, but how difficult that can be when you're with somebody who is just a pain in the ass. It's such a good film. You can disagree with me all you want. It's my favourite Christmas film. That's not changing. Right, before we get on to the biggie of top 5 Christmas songs, a little bit of a deviation here with the top 5 Christmas dinner ingredients. Number 5, Yorkshire pudding. Now this is a little bit lower down the list because I'm not really sure how traditional it is and we don't have it all the time at Christmas dinner at my house, but when we do, it's amazing. I mean, a Christmas dinner is basically a Sunday dinner, but more of it, bigger. And a Yorkshire pudding with a Sunday dinner is the best bit. So if you have it with your Christmas dinner, it's going to be up there. But let's carry on with number 4, gravy. Now hear me out here. Gravy, it's not really something you think about very much, but believe me, it's important. It's a very important, delicious part of a dinner. So let's think of all the things within a Christmas dinner. So you've got Yorkshire pudding maybe, you've got turkey, you've got roast potatoes, you've got stuffing, all very dry ingredients. Imagine having a Christmas dinner without gravy. Suddenly it becomes a really difficult dry meal to eat. Suddenly you start drinking more to deal with the dryness of the food, and suddenly you're drunk and you've pissed off all of your family and you're sleeping out in the garden. Gravy is going to stop all of that. Also, it's delicious. Just saying. Number 3, turkey. I mean, pretty obviously, this is the meat you have at Christmas. That's because it's amazing. It's a wonderful meat. Yeah, you can say it's dry, but only if you don't cook it very well and if you don't have gravy. Just saying, gravy's important. But, you know, it is only just a meat. There are better things there. So let's carry on with number 2, stuffing. I mean, how good is stuffing? I mean, a bit of sage and onion stuffing, the crispy top, the fluffy insides. Oh, it's so good. Put it with a bit of turkey and gravy. Oh, it's so good. It's only number 2 though, because there is obviously one thing better than stuffing, and that is roast potatoes. Roast potatoes, what can you say? It's potatoes and they're roasted. Lovely and crunchy and fluffy on the inside, just full of starchy goodness. You always put far too many on the plate and then you eat them anyway and then you feel dreadful afterwards, but it's worth it because roast potatoes are incredible. And now on to the biggie, my top 5 Christmas songs. Number 5, Scrooge from A Muppet's Christmas Carol. You remember like 2 minutes ago when I said that Muppet's Christmas Carol was my second favourite Christmas film and I listened to the songs during December? Surprisingly, one of those songs is now one of my favourite Christmas songs. It tells you everything you need to know about Scrooge, but it's also an entertaining, funny song, and yet it still sets the creepy 1900s atmosphere of the film. It's such a good song. Anyway, number 4, Bad Religion Christmas songs. Now this is a bit of a cop-out, this is an entire album. It's a 20-minute album by the band Bad Religion doing a bunch of famous Christmas songs. Now, you'd think, really, is that very good? I mean, punk rock band trying to do Christmas songs? Like, no, they're actually really good. They don't try and convert the Christmas songs into punk songs. They just do them in a bit of a rocky style, and Greg Graffin does his amazing voice and really does them justice. It's an incredible album. Anyway, number 3, Run Rudolph Run by Chuck Berry. This song doesn't get a lot of airtime anymore, but it's a really good 50s rock song by Chuck Berry, but happens to be about Christmas. And those two things just go so well together. The only thing annoying about this song is the lyric is Run Run Rudolph, Santa's got to get into town, but the song is called Run Rudolph Run. He doesn't say Run Rudolph Run in the song, he says Run Run Rudolph. For that reason alone, it's only number 3. Is that a good enough reason? I don't care, it's my list, it's not yours. Number 2, Christmas Rapping by the Waitresses. Now, I know this is a cliche song, it's very 90s, it's about a couple and how they eventually get together over the Christmas period. I don't care, it's an amazing song, I really love it. Yes, it's 90s and cliche, but let's face it, Christmas is a time for cliches. And if you don't like it, don't listen to it. I absolutely love it. It always gets me in the spirit. It's such a happy, cheery song. It's a wonderful song. And number 1, Fairy Tale of New York. I mean, what else could it be? It's one of the best songs ever written. Shane MacGowan's rough and gruff Irish voice is so good, it has the Pogues element to it, and then they have Kirsty MacColl doing the very clean female vocals, but she still has a lot of the anger with the insult verses. It's such a good song because they play off each other so well. I mean, you can disagree with me all you like, people will. My girlfriend doesn't like this song at all. I love it. And that is all of my lists. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to click like down there, subscribe over there for new videos every Monday. You guys are amazing. Have an amazing rest of your Christmas day or Monday, depending on what it is you're doing. Just have a good day. I will see you guys very soon with another video. Cheers.